Okay, everyone. If you're ready, we can start. Welcome to the second Ostimtech talk, which will be organized for 3 weeks within the rectory seminar. Today's topic is current trends in deep technology investment and entrepreneurship global success story in Africa. Now, I would like to invite the host of the event, physician entrepreneur Dr. Yavuz Selim Sılay, to say video applause. Now, I would like to invite the speakers of the event, Mr. Mohammed Kaddar, investor and strategic advisor, and Mr. Mohammed Abdul, founder and chairman of the Powertrain Engine Technologies. The stage is yours. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, then I would like to invite Martin Arebun and Daniel Deji Ayodele.
No, he didn't come again. Thank you. No, got it. Africa is at the center. You have to be at the center. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you, especially our speaker here for inviting us. Today is a special day because I have guests from the heart of the world, from Africa, who is building bridges between Turkey and Africa. My brothers, Daniel and Martin. Let's give a strong round of applause for brothers Daniel and Martin. Not this side, but also the other side, over there. You actually are showing also this beautiful friendship, brotherhood between Turkey and Africa. I want to also give you, each and every one of you, for being here, a strong round of applause for our students of Ostimtech University. Thanks to our faculty, especially Murat Yülek, Yusuf Hocam, Egehan Hocam, Hakan Hocam, all of our faculties here, each and every one of you. I want to thank also for being amazing leaders, amazing examples for these students, So today is the second of our talks, known as Ostimtech talks. And Ostimtech talks have been actually supported by our amazing visionary rector, Professor Dr. Murat Yülek. So this is under the rectorate program. And we will be continuing to discuss the very important points, especially the current trends in deep tech. And there is amazing developments happening across Africa. Before entering into talking about from fintech to health tech to medtech to any other areas of deep tech, I'm really honored to introduce my amazing guests here. I have two special guests. Martin Arebun here. He is truly accomplished international businessman from Nigeria. He holds a mechanical engineering degree from Cyprus International University and currently pursuing international trade at Istanbul Ticaret University. And is a skilled project manager. Martin is the president of MEEI program, facilitating investments for startups and enhancing trade between Turkey and African nations. As the CEO of Sage Martin and a partner at Fastrack, he combines business acumen with philanthropy and exemplified by founding the Royal Island Academy for Less Privileged Children in Benin City. And Martin's story is one of global impact and community development. Welcome, Martin, to this amazing program. Thank you. Thank you. Last but not least, I have sitting at the center my brother from another mother, Dr. Daniel Deji Ayodele. He is the founder and chairman of this Mindshift Entrepreneurship Empowerment Initiative program. MEEI program as the CEO of Digital Dominance Academy. He's a visionary Pan-African leader hailing from Nigeria. Dr. Deji Ayodele is a renowned figure in social entrepreneurship, personal branding, and digital marketing. With extensive experience as a seasoned travel consultant and event producer host, he's made a lasting impact on business and diplomacy. As the founder of MEEI program, Dr. Ayodele empowers entrepreneurs like yourself and also facilitates international business ventures and investments with a focus on entrepreneurship, technology, finance, spanning Nigeria and Africa. As an accomplished author, he has a book as well. His work is known as Digital Dominance and How to Brand Yourself and Your Business. It offers special insights into digital marketing and personal branding. All of us need some type of personal branding in this world. So definitely read the Digital Dominance, guys. And Dr. Ayodele's influence, he's also known as the Global Daniel. Influence extends globally. He is representing youth at the United Nations conferences and holding leadership roles in organizations like Future Leaders, Model United Nations. As diplomatic head for the African region at Best Diplomat, he fosters international collaboration. So he's very proficient in conference hosting, branding, e-commerce, digital marketing, and his academy has launched global brands, transforming the digital landscape and promoting trade, investments, and economic growth between Africa and the world. And finally, Dr. Ayodele was honored with an honorary doctorate degree from Miles Leadership University in Marketing and Communication. A strong round of applause for my brother, Dr. Daniel as well. So I want to make this as interactive as possible. So feel free to jump in, ask any questions you want. And I have done my share in terms of introducing them, but I'll turn right to my brother Daniel and Martin and ask them, brother Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself. What excites you? What motivates you?
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for yourself. Put your hands together for yourself. Wow. Amazing. Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. You don't sound excited. We're all young people in the house. We are youth in the house. So we should be very, very much excited. All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Yavuz, for this honor. I want to thank you very much for bringing us up here. We are very privileged. To all the faculty members, counselors, the institution, we're very, very grateful. I can't continue without appreciating each and every one of you for finding out time to be here. Please, once again, I beg you, put your hands together for yourself. We wouldn't have made it here if you're not here. So we are here because of you. I am very passionate about entrepreneurship. I am very passionate about young people. And each time I have the opportunity to speak to young people, it excites me. It gives me goosebumps. So I'm very, very excited to be here. My name is Daniel Ayodele. I'm a Nigerian. I'm from the western part of Nigeria. But I'm popularly known as the Global Daniel. So you can go online, Global Daniel, I'm everywhere. And there's nothing that excites me more than seeing the potential coming from my continent, Africa. It excites me that Africa is becoming a continent that is reckoned with from all around the world. Unlike the days that have gone by, nothing excites us. So we just hide in our shell. But today we are here representing Africa, representing the youth, the global youth of Africa, representing even in higher podium, higher stage, the United Nations, and we are doing amazingly well. So that's one thing that excites me, and I'm very, very much privileged to be here. Thank you once again.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Moving right to my brother Martin. Martin, please tell a little bit about yourself and what excites you and what motivates yourself.
It's a very huge pleasure for me to be here today. I want to appreciate each and every one of you. members, students, and also the rector who we met in Kapan.
Yes, we did.
It's an amazing thing happening here at Ostimtech University. I was opportunity to go online to read some details about that, and the amount of African students who are here is good to see, coming all the way from across the continent to study here in Turkey. My name is Martin Arebun. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also the president of MEEI. What excites me most is seeing the spirit of entrepreneurship in each and every one of us. The truth is, to build a sustainable economy, each and every one of us needs to be industrious. We need to be able to produce something. We need to be able to support our economies. So seeing that spirit of entrepreneurship in each and every one of us is something that always excites me. Being able to push each and every one of us to reach that potential, that goal of getting across, to producing something, being able to show some productivity as a generation. We are stepping into the era where a lot of people feel our youths are not as productive as the previous generation. We want to go to change. We want to be able to bring back that industrial spirit, that spirit that can build a nation. So that's what excites me as a person.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you, Martin. And can you also tell us what you see as a success story coming from Africa? And also, you guys built MEEI together. I mean, tell me more about what MEEI stands for and the success story of you and Deji has with you.
So, Mindshift Entrepreneurship and Mindshift Entrepreneurship Initiative started from just a few years ago when we came together to try to form an initiative that powers entrepreneurship. So we saw the need to hold the spirit of entrepreneurship in every African entrepreneur. Before we knew it, it grew into a global situation where we want to connect different businesses from Africa to here, and we saw the need to bring people together to, connect, to network, and create a business connection between Africa and Turkey. But that is just one part of the vision of MEEI program. MEEI program wants to support young entrepreneurs with mentorship and training, and want to go to grow business connection as part of our entrepreneurial network. We want to go to use our connections in every sphere of business and entrepreneurship to help different entrepreneurs. Reason is, growing up as a young person in Africa, you have the ideas, but you never have the willpower, the resources to get these things to work. There's a popular song in Nigeria that says, if you don't have money, it kills your ideas. But the truth is, it's not about money in general, it's about the resources. If you don't have resources, that's what kills the ideas, because resources is not only about money, resources can be in different parts. So we want to be able to bring out that entrepreneur and bring them to the resources that they need to be able to grow their business, to be able to grow their industrial spirits, so that their industrial spirit doesn't die. So we want to keep that hope alive for every entrepreneur from every part of the world, from Africa, from Turkey, being able to broaden their horizon. So we can wake up in the morning in Nigeria, or in Cote d'Ivoire, or in Tanzania, or in Somalia, and be able to connect with somebody here who can be able to power that vision to the next level. So that's what we want to see in the coming future.
This is beautiful. So what I'm taking from you is, don't see just money as a resource. It is one of the resources. All of these wonderful people in this room itself represents a human capital resource with the know-how, being trained here in one of the top universities, right? Having these know-how, all of them are part of the resource. And actually, money follows them rather than you follow money. If you have right things, right spirit, money chases you, money follows you guys. So moving from Martin to Daniel. Daniel, tell me, give me a couple of success stories from Africa, but also tell from your perspective the success story of MEEI.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to start from where my partner stopped. Let me first of all tell us what MEEI stands for. MEEI, MEEI, stands for Mindshift Entrepreneurship Empowerment Initiative. Now, you need to get the concept here. We have young people that growing up in Africa, just like my father said, with the wrong mindset. If you must be an entrepreneur, the first thing you need to change is your mindset. We have been privileged to move through Turkey, visiting institutions like this. And one of the things that we notice, even among students, and some of you here listening to me today, I'm very glad that you are opportunity to be here, is the fact that a lot of us have the wrong mindset. You do not do what you love. You are being forced to study what your parents like. And I will give you a very classical example of that. I grew up with my mom, and I studied electrical electronics engineering in school. Get that point? Electrical electronics engineering. That was what I studied in school. But since I graduated, I have never used that certificate to work. It has been entrepreneurship and business all my life. But I grew up with my dad that loves to, play with electrical equipment. And he said, Daniel, you must study electrical electronics engineering. Well, it's okay, it's the one paying. So I had to do it. So I graduated. Now I am not with them. I need to do what I love to do. If you must succeed, you must go after what you love to do. A lot of people will come to you and tell you what they like and what they think will work for you. But as an entrepreneur, the first thing you need to do is find what you're passionate about. What is that thing that when it comes to your mind, you cannot sleep about it? Mindshift empowerment and entrepreneurship empowerment was born out of frustration. When I came to Istanbul then, one of the things I see a lot of young people do is they go to school, but after school, they go back home and it's like they don't have the job. Mostly the Africans, they don't have that job. They don't have something that they can do with their certification. So what then do we do? The first thing that we thought we can do is first of all to incorporate into them the spirit of entrepreneurship. And how do we do this? By changing their mindset. I wrote a book that is called Digital Dominance. The first chapter of Digital Dominance is how to find your passion. What is that thing that you love to do? If you can find that thing that you love to do, who are the people that need this thing that you love to do? Because you can monetize anything. You are here, you can sing, you can draw, you can dance, you can play football, and these are not what you're studying in school. You can monetize it. And that is what brings out the spirit of entrepreneurship in you. And that is what we find doing, that's what I find myself doing. And in a couple of years, we've been able to train over 5,000, just a couple of 3 years, 5,000 young people that are now doing well in entrepreneurship. 5,000 young people that are now doing well in entrepreneurship. We've been able to provide source of funds for them. We've been able to position them with government funding, United Nations funding, ECOWAS funding, and they are doing well. These are some of the success stories that we have. And just recently, we concluded a very huge and successful conference that deals with trade, investment, and export, with young entrepreneurs coming together. So these are some of the success stories that we have, and we look forward to doing more.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
This is beautiful. Thank you, Dan. I want to also ask, from your perspective, Turkey, even though it has a long history, is a young republic, and we went through many difficulties to establish Turkey. Similarly, Nigeria is at the center of Africa, it's a gate to Africa, and has a very strong population, very young, vibrant population, and also went through colonization and then gained its independence. So my question is, what should Nigeria and Africa should do, as well as Turkey, to become more independent, to become stronger? What are your recommendations? What would you recommend?
Okay, thank you very much. The first thing first is Nigeria currently have over 230 million population. It's a growing market, and only mostly those are entrepreneurs who understand that wherever you see population, you see opportunities. Wherever, I repeat that for those of you that did not hear me very well, anywhere you see population, there are opportunities there. And we have different type of opportunities springing up from Nigeria, not just Africa, but from Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria is very poor when it comes to education. Of course, they are doing very well when it comes to the economy, but you find out that a lot of them are not educated. We have over 78% of them not educated. And when it comes to agriculture, they are doing very well. Now, Turkey and this Nigeria is a pathway, a gateway to Africa. That's one thing that we know. That if you can access Nigeria, you have access to other African countries because Nigeria is in the middle of the West Africa. So now Turkey as a producing country can leverage on the fact that Nigeria is a growing market when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to fintech, when it comes to technology as a whole. So Nigeria is a pathway. So I think Turkey and Nigeria can leverage on that for their economic time, which of course what's happened already. We recently saw that even with our just concluded conference, where we have a lot of businesses coming together to partner with some Nigerian companies, and it's amazing. So if we must grow the economy, first of all, the problem is that how do we come in to solve this problem? How do we solve this problem? Creating economic ties, bilateral ties between Turkey and Nigeria, that of course is already happening. And with that, I think we are good to go.
That's amazing. I think you are doing beyond that because what MEEI is doing with Martins and yourself, you are also bringing diplomats, ambassadors, but also we have seen in the MEEI event, you brought many for-profit companies and actually created real, tangible trade between these two brotherly nations. Moving to Martins. Martins, tell us about, from your perspective, what should we do better to make Nigeria and Turkey more independent at the center of trade, entrepreneurship, and successfully, and tell us more about your view based on the MEEI event that you have seen.
So basically, from what we did MEEI in October, we brought the decision makers together. We brought businessmen, we brought technocrats, we brought people who are involved in the trade system together in one space to try to create an understanding of the market. We focus basically on Nigeria in our program, but we want to open it to a wider audience. There are a lot of African countries who also require trade. We have had people reach out to us from Zimbabwe,
Yes.
for example.
From India.
Yes, from India as well. We had training
From Kosovo. From everywhere.
We had very interesting conversation with the consular of India to Turkey, who's also looking at opportunities to explore with the Turkish market. But focusing on the relationship between Africa and Turkey, in my very humble opinion, I believe that in the future we need to get the decision makers more in the room. Because with every trade or every investment or every progress that needs to be made has to start from the top.
That's true.
So that's why G2G is very important. Government to government relations.
Absolutely.
It stems across even from regular business to tech relationships. Like today's program, for example, focus on tech relationships. In the last year, Africa can boast of up to I think about $5.5 billion in tech related investments. The ecosystem is really growing. Nigeria alone has about 1.3 billion in tech investments. In 2022, Paystack, which is a fintech company, was acquired by Stripe for $200 million. There's a lot of human capital that needs to be developed, but it cannot start without first having government ratify a relationship between both countries. Me personally, I don't see why Turkey and most of the African countries cannot have an exclusive bilateral trade relationship that allows free trade agreement between the regions. So I think it's a vital part of every border relationship is first reaching a deal at the top that ensures things flow properly. So 2K, as I said at the MEEI conference with honorary consul, honorary consul from 2K to the United States.
Yes, Nurten Ural from United States.
Yes. While speaking to Nurten Ural, I told her 2K has a cap on trade to the Western countries, which is, for example, United States of America. Nigeria can be a logistic hub or a trade hub for Turkish producers, Turkish entrepreneurs, Turkish fintech companies or producers to be able to access into the US market.
It just makes sense.
So
Nigeria already has an access with US.
Exactly.
Why not Turkey leverage that? Absolutely.
It's a relationship that can go around into some situations to make sure it provides a greater bond between both regions. So I believe that with every step that needs to be taken, first has to go from the head,
Absolutely.
which is striking some level of agreement, broader relationship between both countries. I believe that Turkey is making some right step with DEG in organizing DEG relationship with African countries as well. There is a lot that needs to be done, but a journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a step.
Absolutely. I think media is also part of it, as NTR TV.
Absolutely. NTR TV is doing a great work. We were there, I think, 2 weeks ago, broadcasting Turkish relationship with African countries. Education is very vital.
That's key.
People need to know that some things exist and some things are possible. So NTR TV is doing a great job.
And I hope you guys will be also broadcasting from NTR TV. We would love to. With our students here, we'll be hosting some of them at our TV station, and you're always welcome. It's the only Turkish TV channel broadcasting to Sub-Saharan Africa. TRT Africa broadcasts to northern side, to Maghrib in Arabic. We broadcast in English and French to the 900 million population in 42 countries. And our studio is in Belgrade, so you're always welcome. We'll be passing there as well. So, in terms of entrepreneurship, what do you see? Like you mentioned fintech, which is very important. In terms of deep tech, what are the areas Africa is currently growing? What are the areas, potential opportunities in the tech, deep tech you're seeing? Any of you can respond to that.
So basically, generally in the world, everyone is crazy about AI.
Yes.
But we have it in Africa.
Ostimtech University is one of the 7 universities in Turkey which has an AI department. Is that correct? Let's give a strong round of applause to Ostimtech University.
Amazing.
One of the 7. Did you know that?
Every student here should take advantage of this opportunity with Ostimtech University.
You can get double grade.
Yeah, of course, because the future is AI. It's happening already. We have different AI applications which are very helpful to providing solutions for modern day problems, So, but in Africa, it's been about agri-tech and health.
Yes.
Those are the sectors, and fintech.
Fintech.
Those are the sectors that are really growing in Africa. Like I said, in the past few years, I think last year, Africa received about 5.5 billion in funding.
It's huge now.
And that a lot of that went to health tech, agri-tech, and fintech.
Absolutely.
Fintech is really thriving, and due to the very important work of the Honorable Minister for Information and Digital Economy, there is a new program which has been launched in Nigeria over the past few weeks, led by Dr. Osun, which is the Honorable Minister for Digital Economy. It's called the TMTT, which is called Train 3 Million Technical Talent.
Beautiful.
We believe that in the coming future, Africa will be a hub for producing tech talents to the world.
That's huge.
And we believe that it starts from now. So these people are being trained in agri, in fintech, in all tech.
Information technology.
So we want to do. So in Africa now, it's very important to invest in tech, mostly in the agricultural sector, in the information technology, in financial technology. Africa has been trying. There's an application in a company in Nigeria called PBS.
Wow.
We are projecting it to be one of the biggest companies out of Africa in the next few years. PBS has given
created a system that helps young businesses to get loans.
Beautiful.
And be able to take care of them in the future. So we believe that fintech, financial technology, agricultural technology, and health technology are parts of focus when it comes to
These are huge points. Also, there is an ecosystem like e-village, which is building. I want to give Daniel to talk about it, but before that, just to increase the vibe of the room. Those who are from Nigeria, raise your hand, please. 1, 2, anyone else? Those who are from Benin, is there anyone from Benin here? Anyone from Congo? Anyone from Senegal? Where are you from? Cote d'Ivoire. Strong round of applause to Cote d'Ivoire. So 2 Nigeria, 1 Cote d'Ivoire. Anyone else from Africa who wants to speak up? Tell me your countries. Which one? Somalia. Strong round of applause to Somalia. And you from? Where? Burkina Faso. We're proud of Burkina Faso. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And you from? Sudan. We love Sudan. We actually meet with the ambassador as well here. Yes. Anyone from Northern Africa? Like from Egypt, from, there we go. Strong about Egypt. This is like United Nations. Anyone else? Mention your country. Azerbaijan. Türk dünyası. İki devlet tek millet. Azerbaijan. Kenya. Kenya is our brother nation. Greetings to Kenya. Thailand. Where is Thailand? I want to see Thailand. Greetings to Thailand. Any other countries that's in the United Nations here? Yemen. Greetings to Yemen. Where is Yemen? Sister there. Greetings to Yemen. MashaAllah. Anyone else from Asia, from Europe? Well, thank you very much. I mean, this itself shows the brotherhood between Turkey and Africa. You can see that. Moving to e-village. Tell me, because Martin's mentioned, some sectors. But to grow these sectors, you need an ecosystem. Give me an example of an ecosystem in Africa.
Thank you very much. An example of ecosystem in Nigeria that we currently have is the e-village. Yes.
What is e-village?
Now, an e-village, the e-village that we're talking about here is like the Silicon Valley, where ideas are hatched. Is because all these tech-related things that we're talking about, we need a system that brings all of them together. So the e-village is a place where ideas are being put together and are developed. So irrespective of the idea that you have, e-village is a place where they are being hatched. And that's what e-village stands for.
And it has a robotics school, I believe.
Yes.
AI.
Currently, it has a school of robotics, it has AI, and we are doing amazing things together, even in partnership with MEEI. So the e-village is currently growing.
Is it in South Africa? Or?
No, it is located in Nigeria. Ondo states, Accra to be precise. And
Ondo State.
Yes, Ondo State, Accra to be precise. And Accra is the capital city of Ondo State. So it's located in a very strategic part of West Africa. And right about now is the biggest and the largest entrepreneurship village in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, in Africa. And in it, we have school of robotics, we have AI, we have a lot of people applying
Productions, I think.
Yes, in production, yes, production,
Movie and
movie production, we have studios, we have musical studios, we have gym centers. So it's like an ecosystem, like a Silicon Valley, where a lot of things are going on. So all these talents come in there and they are being developed. And that's what e-village stands for.
maybe in the future we'll do collaboration, bring some of the students to e-village, bring some students from e-village to here, create some partnerships between startups, create some partnership between investors, because OSTİM has Ostimtech Park. It's one of the biggest organized production centers. The rector was telling me, you can produce the entire human being except giving the soul. You can manufacture everything in OSTİM or seven. So
one of the good things about the e-village is that, just like you said, anything is possible in the e-village. And we ensure that we brought one of the prominent names in e-village to our just recent concluded conference. He is the special advisor to Ondo State Governor on entrepreneurship. He is the founder and president of the AYE, that's African Young Entrepreneur, like an NGO, a non-governmental organization, and he came and he told us a lot that young people can benefit from e-village. And right about now, we're looking at partnerships. OSTİM University partnering with e-village, partnering with MEEI, we can do a lot together to changing the world, and that's what e-village stands for.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
I will conclude our program, but before concluding, since we have beautiful students who are the future leaders, what are your recommendations for our future leaders and your recommendations? Let's get those, because you are sitting in those places before.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very much privileged and I'm happy to be here. I have a word for you watching me, young ones. You cannot achieve anything without consistency. You cannot achieve anything without consistency. A lot of things might want to distract you from what you're doing. As soon as you find what you like to do, what you love to do, you now have to be consistent about it. Consistency has a way of building your muscle brain. I put it that way.
Muscle brain, love it.
Your muscle brain, yeah. Your muscle brain. Your brain naturally is designed to make the body feel comfortable. So when you find something that you want to do, you might not enjoy doing it at first, but you need to be consistent about it. We are where we are today because we are consistent. A lot of obstacles came up, and so I know that you are pursuing your goals. You want to reach you want to hit your goals. A lot of things want to distract you. You have to be consistent. You have to stay focused because it's not easy. You are an international student in a foreign country.
They are in their examination week and they are here.
Amazing. Please put your hands together for yourself.
Give us strong.
Yavuz was telling us today that
they have an examination and they are here.
This is your examination week, and one of the major problems that we're facing, even if we came from Istanbul with a lot of young entrepreneurs, is immediately they want to write an exam like this, you never see them outside. But I tell people, I said, one of the ways you can grow outside even education is you need to network. You need to meet with people. A friend of mine recently graduated and was telling me the story of he graduated with 2-1 after school, and for 2 years he was home, no job. He graduated as the best student. Now there's another a friend of ours graduated with I think 2-2 and immediately got job. What happened was that whenever there's an event like this, the other friend will always go to that event. So he made 1 or 2 connections. He met with people, got connected, and after school, he just gave 1 or 2 people his CV, and he was employed. The one that has the best results, that graduated with 2-1, still was looking for a job. So that's why I want to appreciate you, congratulate you for coming. Keep this up. With consistency, you will find yourself flying up. The people that you meet, I usually say, your network is your net worth. Don't underestimate the power of connection. The people that you meet.
Your network is your network.
Your network is your net worth. Your network is your network. You must know that. The faces that you see today, the people that you make friends with today, they might just be the next pillar to your success. They might just be the next people that you would meet when you want to go up. So you must not take that for granted. Even while you are putting work, hard work to what you're doing, you must be consistent, then you must network. With that, I think the sky will be a starting point. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. Very kind. Martin, what are your recommendations to these beautiful future leaders?
Thank you all so much. How many of you would like to be entrepreneurs? Okay, so basically, one of the best kept secrets of entrepreneurship is strategic partnership. As much as you want to do it alone, as much as you want to go up there alone, which is admirable, the truth is almost every idea that's turned into a billion-dollar idea, a unicorn idea today, was never a single-handed person pushing up that idea. It's always partnership. Find that right partner that aligns with your dream and push the partnership. There's a reason why it's always said, a popular saying in Africa says, two heads are better than one. It's not just for fun.
Exactly.
Two heads are better than one. Two good heads are better than one. So find a strategic partner or partners and push that dream together. You will get there faster. You will get there quicker. You will get there better. You will get there stronger. So always look out for strategic partnership wherever you go. It's almost as similar to what he said concerning networking. Find yourself the right partner in business or in entrepreneurship. It will help you to achieve your goals a lot quicker. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Of course. Thank you very much. And to add to what he said, in MEEI program, we have different programs. One of the programs we have in MEEI program is what we call the Entrepreneurial Network. The Entrepreneurial Network. The Entrepreneurial Network is a place where young entrepreneurs meet with investors, meet with capitalists, capital investors, angel investors. So we try as much as possible that, because one of the major problems that you might have and you don't know is that you need a mentor. You need a mentor. If you want to grow faster and better, you don't have to do it alone. You must look out for someone that would mentor you, that will guide you. That would mentor you and will guide you. And this is one thing that a lot of young entrepreneurs do not know. That if you want to start a business, it's not just by investing in that business. I rather invest my money in training and getting knowledgeable than invest my money in that business. You will take, for instance, you want to start a real estate business. The right thing for you to do is not just to go and buy land, buy property, and start trading. The first thing for you to do is to what? Find a mentor. Someone that's already doing very well in that industry. So you're watching me today, you have this good idea, you want to start this business. What you should do now is start looking out for people that are already doing well in that industry. Reach out to them. Some of them might charge you, pay for their service. You have to pay for it. Pay for their service, they will mentor you. With that, you will find out that you are growing better and stronger. And that is what we are also doing in MEEI, connecting young entrepreneurs, connecting young businesses, startups to investors, to mentors. And we are glad that we're working with the Ministry of Agriculture. We're glad to be working with Dr. Yavuz, and hopefully OSTİM University will be one of our partners, because we want to bring these people together, we want to bring this set of people together where they will get not just quality training, from among the facilitators, they will also be able to find mentors that will train and certify them. So as you live here today, I want to encourage you, go and get yourself a mentor. Get someone that you can always relate to about your ideas. And mentors can be in various. I have different mentors. When it comes to MEEI program that we're running, I have a mentor that advises, oh, it's now to do this. It's not the right time to do this. Then I also have financial mentor. I don't spend any money without consulting my financial mentor. You can also have spiritual mentor. You can also have your academics mentor. So get yourself a mentor that you know you can talk to as it regards your life. With that, you grow stronger,
better and faster. Thank you very much.
This was beautiful. Thank you so much. Martin, anything else you want to highlight before the closing?
Can you hear me? Okay. Someone told me recently, he said, if you go to a tombstone, you walk to a tombstone,
Yeah.
you read everything on the tombstone, but there's one very simple thing that no one knows, and that's the dash between the time of birth and the time of death.
Nobody mentioned it.
Nobody mentioned the dash. That dash is the significance of all the impact you as a person or as an entrepreneur has made during your life.
This is beautiful.
But no one actually mentions it. That's the most powerful bit of points in every tombstone, but no one ever talks about it. So if you come to this world and your potentials are lost, it's lost in that dash. But if you have impacted a lot of people, that dash means something to a lot of people. So as you go to it, like you said, when it comes to the end of your life, what will that dash? Have you impacted? Have you created opportunities?
Have you changed life?
Have you changed lives? So as students, as you go back today to study for your exams, make sure that you take this phase of your life with extreme purpose. Put in the work, put in the effort. It's very important. It's difficult, I know, but put in the work, and I wish you all success.
Absolutely.
Thank you also.
I think if you feel this dash, your hereafter will be also much better. And hopefully that dash means a lot. So you really open some horizons.
Very much.
With that, if there are any questions, we can take it because we have 1 hour. We are already 3 minutes left to finish our program. So if there are any questions from the professors or students, we can take it. If not, we can finish the program here. So yes, don't be shy. I can give the microphone to whoever comes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fikret from Business School, MIS department. My question is about you told you need to have a mentor in your life. So in the technology, doctor, how can you trust the mentor? How come you can trust the mentor? Can you tell us a little bit about the mechanism of this mentorship to our students, please?
Okay, mentorship is not only from close proximity. Mentorship can happen in different ways. You can get mentored by reading materials from the person you admire in the sector. There are a lot of materials to study online about, the success stories of someone. You don't necessarily need to be of close proximity to the person. Like, for example, we have Dr. Yavuz, who is also a mentor to us, who teaches us. He's one of close proximity, and over time, we have known we can establish some trust. But maybe, for example, you admire Elon Musk, he's far away. We can read some books about him on how he developed his strategies. That's also a way for mentorship, because I understand the fears of people to trust mentors these days, because you go to a mentor with an idea and the next day it's already established. So there are also ways you can use with your ideas as patents. You can patent your idea. I have a friend who was working in Busan. He was lead battery engineer for a vehicle company. He had an idea, but he couldn't go to his boss. So he came to me and asked me. I told him I will give you a patent lawyer. The patent lawyer will work on your patent idea before you can talk to anyone about the idea. So if anything happens, you can always protect your idea. So always seek legal advice. It's very important in everything you do. It's always good to seek legal advice from a lawyer who can guide you through the process of maybe whatever you want to do, whoever you want to speak to, with your ideas and all that. So that's my very little.
Thank you very much. Another one is, I think you asked the audience if they want to be entrepreneurs. and half of the students didn't raise their hand. So probably we haven't probably the definition of entrepreneurship, right? So better to define it correctly. The entrepreneurship can be about your starting a business yourself, and also you might work for a company, and you can behave in the way of entrepreneur. So it is called entrepreneurship. So you are all candidates for entrepreneurship, my dear friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. In addition to what Doctor said, there is no economy that will grow now that can do without entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs now are the driving force behind any successful economy. Because of course, we are the one producing, we are the one looking for investors, we are the one bringing up with products, coming up with products. So being an entrepreneur is all about creating something that would bring economic gain, not just to you, but to the country you find yourself.
Can you discuss the question?
Yes, I think that's because they don't understand. Now, why one of the major reasons why you need to become an entrepreneur is because there is no better way to become financially free, to gain financial freedom, than becoming an entrepreneur, a business owner.
The US market, 80% of the economy is carried by small to medium enterprises, which is entrepreneurship.
Yes, yes.
And as an entrepreneur, you're giving jobs to other people. This is a great feeling. You're not just feeding or growing yourself with family, you're also employing others and also making them be part of it.
Yes. And I don't know if you have time, but let me quickly give you my story, how I started my journey as an entrepreneur. I told you that I graduated as an electrical, you are here to learn. I told you that I graduated as an electrical electronics engineering. That means, as an electrical engineer, that means what you are studying in school now might probably not be what will put food on your table. It's very possible. I have seen doctors. The first job that I had after graduation was working in a bank. I worked in a bank after I graduated from school as an engineer. Now, I worked 3 years as a banker, an engineer that worked as a banker. After 3 years, it came to my realization that why am I working in a bank? I'm an engineer. I should either be working in electrical sector or an industry where produces power. I left the bank and I put in for job. Did you know after I put in for job, about 3 other banks called me and they offer higher pay. I ended up working in another bank as a banker and worked 6 years. But do you know the amazing thing? After that 6 years, as I was young, I was not married, I was paid heavily, but I could not gather anything. After 6 years, I made up my mind to become an entrepreneur. 2018. What I did was I got to mentor myself and I started e-commerce. I started buying products, sweat belts. Ladies will know sweat belts. You know sweat belts? Tummy belts. I started buying sweat belts from China. I bought sweat belt for 6 yuan in China because we use 1688. That's the tip for you. 1688. 1688 is a company owned by what's his name? AliExpress. Jack Ma. But it's a local company that only we knows. I was opportune to have known this company through my mentor. So he told me, Daniel, you can start selling sweat belts. And because I was in the banking sector, I saw that the ladies all want to look good. I saw the problem that ladies want to look good, they want to maintain their shape. I said, I want to buy myself selling sweat belts. So I checked out at 1588 and I saw that they're selling sweat belts for 6 yuan. I bought 2 cartons of sweat belts in China. I brought it to Nigeria and I sold one for $26. Did you know that in 6 months I was selling sweat belts? My employer was not asking questions. Is it that Daniel has started stealing money because we don't know he's living beyond his lifestyle? I bought another car. I could travel around the world. That was the first time I traveled to South Africa. Why? Because I started entrepreneurship. I started buying products and selling products. Between 2018 and now, I have visited over 16 countries. And we are in Turkey doing amazingly well now. You see the power of entrepreneurship. There is no way I would have been able to achieve what I've achieved now if I just stick to my job after graduation. So you see the power of entrepreneurship. You need to start now, and you have the leverage, you have the opportunity. You are in a congregation, you are in the midst of people that can teach you, that can empower you. So you need to take entrepreneurship seriously. So entrepreneurship is all about finding a product, leveraging on that product, taking risk. You must take risk. It might not be visible. Take risk, push it out there, and see the response. And with your mentors, you see yourself doing amazingly well. So I want to ask a question again, just like Dr. said. How many of you here are now willing to become an entrepreneur? You want to become an entrepreneur? You want to be financially
much more.
We have some of them.
Thank you, Daniel. With that, I want to thank each and every one of you for your beautiful time, coming all the way and really sharing your wisdom, your sincere thoughts with our faculty as well as our students. We have also honorable guests, and I want to thank our professors here, our faculty. Thank you for being great teachers to our students, and especially our students during the peak of exam. You're here. Thank you so much. We have also guests from Istanbul, from Bezmi University. We have Onur Yolay from Technology Transfer Office. Welcome to Ostimtech University, Onur Bey. Thank you, and your team as well. And we also have guests from Ministry of Agriculture, Gökhan Bey here. Thank you again. See you next time in our other program in December. Wishing you a wonderful exam. Also, hope you will become a great entrepreneur in Ostimtech University. Thank you. Yeah. Look, everyone, if everyone can come here, let's have a picture together. But I think they're going to offer some small gifts to you, and then you will invite. So, yeah, this is for you. Let's have one picture. Hakan Hocam buyurun. Buyurun hocam. Hocalarımla beraber bir geçti alalım. Tüm hocalarım hepsi geldi. Onur Bey buyurun. Hangisine bakalım? Everybody look here. Dışarıda kimse kalmasın. Everybody come here. One group together. This will be on lecture. Come on. Come on. Ladies to the front. Ladies first. Our friends are in. Stand up. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Teşekkürler.
Çok sağ olun. Teşekkürler.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Çok sağ olun. Çok teşekkür ederim. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. So honored to have you. Thank you very much. Hocam çok sağ olun. Yok hocam. Bir tane aralık. Bir tane bir pilot yapalım. Başarılı. Aralık teknoloji. If you start creating network, Şimdi ya benim cevap çözümler. One take your pictures. Edebiyat'taki bilen hocam gelir misiniz? Hocam lütfen. We are brother from Taiwan taking picture. Turkish and African. Look at the United Nations.
Hangi diller?
Gökhan Hocam. Gökhan Hocam da çok değerli bir dostum. Sizleri Hakan Hocam çok cömert. Yani Yavuz Hocam ne kadar istersen çay vereceğim. Çay ihtiyacınız var. Size bana çay Hakan. Çay için sonra geçeceğim. Yok bırakamam. Gece orada yatacağım. Gece bırakamam.
Siz ne zaman ayrıldınız?
Sağ olsun Yavuz.
Ayıp ediyorsun abi. We can continue. You can all come. You guys can come as well.
He is free
For tea. Free tea.
But if you don't into what you do, so what aspect of the system is especially what like everyone is in the first of all, it is from and say it's not what is necessary. So sometimes where we'll be doing something.
Thank you very much.
Who was that one?
I think the bag of gifts, no? It's yours.
Oh, yes, that's mine. I'm more passionate about the conversation. Yes. So I think to stay consistent, first of all, find yourself a partner.